TheTruthRadio do not own copyright for this copyrighted material, but under Section 107 United States Copyright Office, Copyright Act 1976, this video, the music and content it contains is for education and or entertainment purposes only.
All right, I know people have been sitting there, but I got to bring this queen up here. BeeSparrow. BeeSparrow. I was keeping my eye on that sparrow sitting over there with me. Come on in. What's up, BeeSparrow?
Ooh, I can't call it. I can't call it. I cannot call it. I can't call it. All praises to the Most High, y'all, for waking me up this morning. And if you are within the sound of my voice, I thank you for waking you up this morning too, y'all. I just can't call it. So much going on. Shout out to my sister August Dreams for sending me the link on Friday. We talked about this a little bit on the recap show on Friday, but I got to do it again for those of y'all who didn't tune in, because it was a rather long live stream. But stranded Indian African students watched as Ukrainian pets crossed the border to safety. The Africans and Caribbean people, the Africans and Caribbeans standing up there watching as people carried as Ukrainian refugees. They don't like it when you call the Ukrainian refugees, but they can call the Africans and the Indians and the Caribbean people refugees. So the Africans sitting back watching as the Ukrainian refugees walk across the border with pets in hands, and they couldn't even go across, y'all. African, Asian, and Caribbean people said they had seen refugees being assaulted and others left needing emergency treatment for hypothermia. Indian students in Ukraine who spent days stranded at the Polish border have told of 19th century racism as they watched Ukrainian pets allowed to cross before they were. It all comes down to black and white, said medical student Muhammad, speaking from a hostel and live on Tuesday. They are Europeans and we are just Indians. Muhammad, originally from Delhi, said he and hundreds of other foreign students have been denied access to the Polish border and forced to return to the city 40 miles away a few days earlier. What we suffered in the last 3 days was the worst thing that I've ever experienced, said his classmate Jayesh. We are scared for our lives, added Muhammad. The two medical students were forced to spend 3 nights in freezing temperatures at a checkpoint close to the Polish border. Temperatures dropped as low as 6 degrees Celsius, and there was no food, water, or shelter from the snow. We collected wood from the nearby forest and started a fire just to survive. Some students started to get hypothermia and had to be taken to the hospital, Muhammad told Open Democracy, which is where I'm reading from. In the past week, African and Caribbean and Asian people, many of whom are students, have shared reports and footage of themselves being prevented from leaving the country. Some told Open Democracy they had witnessed students being assaulted and others left needing emergency treatment for hypothermia after being barred for days from crossing borders. Muhammad and Jayesh, who are two of 18,000 Indian students who were stranded in Ukraine when Russian troops evaded when their flights were canceled, they tried to make their way out through a land border. They took a taxi from Lviv with a group of students from the city's National Medical University to the village of Shanghai, where there is a border crossing to Portland. They were stopped at a checkpoint by Ukrainian guards after 4 miles from the border, about 4 miles from the border. At the checkpoint, Muhammad found there were hundreds of foreign students stuck there, some also from India, as well as others from Pakistan, Nepal, and several African countries. They were separated from Ukrainians, who, Muhammad said, were the only people being let through. The Ukrainians were going through with their dogs and cats. Even they were treated better than the Indian students, he said. Oh my goodness. The pair said checkpoint guards became violent when attempting to control the crowd, pushing people back and pointing guns at students. When one woman fell to the ground, a guard dragged her by her hair. A video that they recorded of the incident, which was later shared by Indian MP Rahul Gandhi on Twitter, shows people in Hy-Vees who Muhammad identified as border guards firing warning shots into the air and dragging people away from the entrance of a fenced-off checkpoint. And this article is kind of lengthy, y'all, but I'm not going to read it. I just want y'all to see how these, especially the Africans and the Caribbean people, are being treated after some Caribbean and Africans were on Twitter Space saying horrible things about black Americans, about enslaving black Americans again. I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to keep talking about it because I want people to see how the rest of the world feel about black Americans, specifically black Americans, and specifically sons and daughters of the diaspora. Let me know what y'all think about this, right? Like, comment, and subscribe. Not just to my YouTube channel, but come on over here to my Spreaker podcast, BuzzzTweet. Let's chop it up over there because that's where I'll be when YouTube give me the rest of my strikes, y'all. It's your girl, BeeSparrow, BuzzzTweet Talk Radio. Holla at your girl. Okay? Okay.
What is up, y'all? You're listening to BeeSparrow on BuzzzTweet Talk Radio.
BuzzzTweet Radio. You're listening to BuzzTweet.